Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Connie Osterholt and I'm here to talk with you about building your emotional strength. So we've been through a rough couple of weeks, right? And for some it's easier and for some it's more difficult, but everybody is affected by what's going on around the world and we are having a lot of questions, and most of the questions we don't have an answer to. So the outside certainty for a while will be gone. And I'm not saying that we had a lot of outside certainty before this all happened, but it certainly seemed that way, right? And now I am from the Netherlands, but I live in America. Where's the economy going? I don't know. Is there any job safety? I don't know. Will the virus be over? I don't know. Will I get through this? I don't know. So what you need more than ever, I mean, it's always a really good skill to have, but more than ever is to go inside and use your emotions as a strength, as a resource. Because all you can do at this time, and in normal life, the life we had before and the life that's coming, life will go on in any way, form, or shape. All you can do really is to rely on yourself, on your emotions, right? Sometimes you have really nice people in your life and you can rely on them too, but you have to pull through. You have to show up. So the emotional strength and how to build that is actually rather easy, but we've never been taught how to do that. So here's a couple of tips on how to do it. We have like a range of emotions. We have so many emotions. I mean, in the English language, there's over 400 words for emotions. Now, and they're bad, they're ugly, they're neutral, they're good, they're fantastic. We have the whole range. And for you to see what emotions you are using or utilizing is like a really good exercise, because research found that people have habitual emotions. So emotions they're used to feel. And guess what? They're only like 10 or 12. So that would mean 5 or 6 bad ones or not as good, and 5 or 6 good ones. So that's not enough sometimes. And I was used to, before I got into personal development, into psychology, I was used to take whatever came by and take that. You know, the weather is great, the sun is shining, so that's where then I feel good. If it's rainy, and in my own country it was raining a lot and it was gray a lot, then I might not feel as good. If somebody gives me a compliment, I feel great. If I have a task that I succeeded at, I feel great. If something was in the way and I couldn't finish that task, or somebody said not so nice things to me, I didn't feel great. So the outside world always, in general, for most people, not for all, but for most people, have been determining how you would feel. Now, I'd love for you to turn that around and to say, I decide how I will feel. And it takes a little bit of practice, but in order to create a new habit, and a habit is when you don't have to think of it, you just do, you take action on it. Actually, when you put a little bit of attention to it every day, it only takes 3 to 4 weeks. So that's doable, right? We can do that. And a little bit of action is maybe 5 or 10 minutes a day. So we do have time for that. We can find the time for that. So first off, decide what kind of emotions do you want to feel most of. So for me, it's love, it's faith, it's courage, it's wisdom. You can choose whatever you want to. And when you go, yeah, but I don't feel it, then maybe think back of a time where you did feel that. And it can be a short time ago, a long time ago, it can be something minor, it can be something huge. But when you have felt it before that emotion, you can just re-feel it. You just think back of that situation where you felt that, right? I mean, I remember one of the things that then when I was young, I think I was 5, and I got my first swimming certificate. We have 6 levels, and I got level 1, and I was so proud. And I was so confident and so strong. So when I want to feel those feelings again, I can go back to that day where I got that diploma, that certificate in my hands, and feel the same things again. Later in life, I broke a board, a piece of wood. I didn't think I ever could, but I did it. And I was so excited and again, confident and proud of myself. I even anchored it. So whatever you feel, you can put in a physical place. And when you, for instance, I at that day anchored it to my earlobe. So for a woman, it's quite normal, right? To fiddle a little bit with your earring or with your ear. And to this day, when I press that, I still feel that triumphant, elated feeling inside. So to go back to an emotion you want to have, find a memory, find an experience where you felt that feeling, go back to that experience, that time in your life when you felt that emotion that you want to have right now. Think back, get totally associated to it, so feel the same things, remember the same things, see the same things, hear the same things, and most of all, feel that emotion again. Now you usually feel it in or around your body, so you can kind of locate it, right? So while I feel confidence, I feel that in my shoulders. You saw how I immediately went more straight, right? So I feel it in my shoulders, so it's there. And from my shoulders, I can anchor that in by maybe doing this. And I can say to myself, I am confident. I have the physiology, I am confident. I'm totally confident. And when I say that to myself every morning, like 10 times, with motion and with feelings, after a month, I have even more of that confidence right inside of me. So it's easy to really focus on what emotions do I want to experience on a daily basis. Write them out. What are those? And then see when you experience that, go back into that memory, feel it in your body, and practice it by saying it every morning after I am. It's really easy, and sometimes people say it's too easy and therefore they don't do it. Take it. It's easy, it's doable, go for it. Now, very seldom you have people that say, I never felt confidence or I never felt courage. Then think of somebody who has, and maybe step into their shoes by experiencing that as well. Or maybe there's a little tiny memory where you had a little bit of it and we can build on that. But the most important part is choosing what emotion you want to be in. Now, Connie, if something happens and I'm really sad, are you saying that I can't feel sad anymore? No. When something happens, something big, something small, it really doesn't matter. Feel the sadness, feel what you're feeling. The only thing is, don't get stuck in it. So what I do, depending on like it's a small thing or a big thing, I set my timer on my phone. And if it's a small thing, I might give myself 10 minutes. And when it's a bigger thing, I give myself more time to really feel that emotion. It's part of me too. And that emotion has a way of helping you through that, what happened as well. But the most important part is not to stay there, not to get stuck there. At one point to say, you know, enough is enough. It's a beautiful day and we have to move on, put some music on, drink a cup of tea or some water, and then go towards the emotion you want to feel and that is better for you. So you can also choose the emotions that go together with the goal you want to achieve. So if you want to achieve a certain goal, and I know in this time, sometimes it's hard to focus, right? On the goals, because we have to do one step at a time, one day at a time. So if you want to have more focus, more determination, more, how would you call it, like grinding down, right? Really going for it. Same thing. Find it into a memory, an experience you had. Go back, feel the exact same thing. And every morning say, I am focused, I'm determined, I'm going for it. It's easy, guys, do it. And in 3 or 4 weeks, you have a handle on how you want to feel. And that becomes eventually who you are. Go do it, it's fun. Bye.